So we're going to do this as option number 2 as part of the superstore analysis. And here what we're going to really cover in this video are the building of more Tableau worksheets and basic tree maps and cross tabulation reports, or what commonly referred to as crosstab reports. So we'll do like everything. We'll talk about the data. Getting the data is important. It's the core of every analysis. I say this in every video, almost every video, because you want to make sure you have the right data. In this case, we're using US Superstore data. We're going to create a tree map report, which I find to be a very effective report. We're going to create a basic crosstab report, and then we're going to build a formula to actually help us out a little bit more with this crosstab report. Now remember, later on, as you build these decks, and it's a series of videos, we're going to be adding more complexity to these. We're going to be adding dashboards, and we're going to be adding storyboards, advanced calculations, advanced charting, and things like that. So just take it one step at a time, one video at a time. I like to make these videos in nice, simple chunks where they're able to assimilate. So if you go to here, is just a tree map that we want to do. You can tell it's tree map because you hover over a tree map and it tells you tree map on the bottom right here, tree maps. And then really, if you think about this highlighted tables, this is the next one we'll do right here. This is profit analysis, and we'll do it. So this is really a cross tabulation report. The intersection is 2 data. It's a basic view, but super important because a lot of people love data reports, which are sales, expenses, which come in profit, which come from the superstore data. We don't really have expenses. You may imply some things, but we'll actually calculate that. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So the first one, always look at it. We have, what do we have here? You always take a look at it. We have category, subcategory data, which is text, and profit. We're staying on the profit theme, so all about profitability in this series. So first thing we do is we go out and we grab the categories that we want to bring in. This is category, subcategory, data, maybe subcategory. And before we've done segment, subcategory, this actually makes more sense. And we get this basic table. So let's go ahead and drop in this table, profit. It gives you a text value. Well, that was good. Let's go ahead and drop in this table, sales. I got carried away. I shouldn't have done this right away. I did in reverse order, but it's okay. What we do is we'll put this like that and just shuffle it, and I'll bring it back. I kind of deleted it rather than do the video. Just kind of go off hand. You don't have that yet, so we'll do profit. You just put your measurement. It's a little tricky. You got to be careful. Now leave the errors in here. All right, it's just going to give me so much hard time. I'm going to stick them over here. Oh boy, we're really getting, I might actually have to stop this one and redo it. No, we can do it. Voila, we got it. I'll leave the errors in there because sometimes people tell me that they don't see the error. They're like, oh yes, that's what I got. I have that same error. It's a problem. See, it's not just me. So I like to leave the errors in here. And I just got excited by creating a crosstab report first. But you know, the other thing is kind of missing in the crosstab report. If we don't have expenses, I have expenses, but you don't have expenses in the US Superstore data. So what we do with this is, what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll create a basic calculation. I usually do that by right-clicking on one of the members, say create calculated field, and I'll have to bring a chart over here because it's popped up on another screen. It's too early in the morning. And we're going to call this really expenses, what it's supposed to be called, but I've already done this 6 times. So I'm going to call expenses 7. You don't have to do expenses 7. And we get rid of that because it's not what we want to do. We bring in sales minus profit, and we're just basically making the assumption that everything in the middle is expenses. Of course, there could be categories of expenses. It's like a larger grouping, but you get the general idea. Then we end up with expenses. Oh, boy, it's too early in the morning for me. And you can edit this. You can click the right arrow. Edit. Fix the spelling. That. It's early in the morning here, so we're trying to get these done. Then you can just take expenses. In this case, spend 7, but in your case, just will be expenses. Drop it in here. Now we have expenses, profit. We probably need to move that around. Profit, sales, expenses. Just shuffle it. Isn't that shuffle game? Sales, expenses, profit. Now we created a cross tabulation report. Well, this is pretty good. Remember, sheet name drives the title, so make sure you name it. In my case, when I first showed you what we're creating, we went through and we created a profit expense analysis. Is really what it was, and we have to still yet to build the category subcategory. I started down that road, but what ended up happening was I got excited. I saw the chart. I was like, oh my gosh, I should create this one. But let's go ahead and create the other one, and I'll just let it go. Create another worksheet. Category. Profit theme. Treemap it. And maybe not, maybe subcategory. Treemap. And voila, we've created a tree map. And so we went back and created our tree map second, a little out of order. It's a little quirky today, but that's okay. We're going to actually go with this because we're not all perfect. We make mistakes, so I think I'm going to let this one go and not recreate the video. But we were able to create the tree map, and we're able to create the cross tabulation report. And you can see, we can rename them. Tree map. Cross tab. And now we have two great worksheets. This will be the second video in the series if we build a collection of worksheets. It'll really help us a lot with building up our dashboards and everything later. So I hope you enjoyed this learning video, and make sure to subscribe as we increase this. But at the end of the day, we set out to build two. We built two, not exactly in the right order, but it was fun. Anyway, thank you.